you speakers. I'm Katsam.
I'm George.
And I'm Javier.
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Üspk English Podcast, your ultimate destination to upgrade your English language skills. Today, I'm here with George and Javier. How are you guys doing?
Hey there, guys. I'm doing great and super excited about today's topic.
Hey, everybody. Today we'll delve into something that is at the very heart of any individual desiring to excel in communication within a professional environment. Did you guys know that what kind of English I said there?
Yes, super
That sounded very fancy.
Super fancy,
Yeah,
right?
super fancy,
Did
yeah.
you like it?
Wow.
You
That's
totally
because,
teach
Katza-
business English. You should totally teach business English. Okay, that's right. Today, we'll talk about how to improve your business English vocabulary. We'll discuss some differences between general English and business English, and we'll share some tips you can use to enhance your skills. So stay tuned.
Okay, let's start with something basic. What's the difference, George, between general English and business English?
Okay, Javier. General English means, the one we use in daily conversations. For example, hey, Javier, how are you? Can you help me? However, for business purposes, it could be slightly, you should be slightly a bit more formal.
Right. So with business English, we try to be more formal, direct, and often more specific, right? That is, instead of saying, can you help me? You might say, could you assist me with this task?
One has to realize that there are not only different words used in business English, but a change in tone or difference in formality and informality. Speaking to a friend is not the same as speaking to a client or a boss, right?
Right.
Totally.
Right. Now, here are some common phrases and the way they mutate in a business context.
Okay, so for a more general statement such as, I need more time, you would, within the business context, it would sound a lot better. You would say, could we extend the deadline?
Or we can also say, instead of saying we'll talk later, we could change it to be more of a professional, in a professional setting, to we'll schedule a follow-up meeting.
That's right.
Oh,
Now,
nice.
let's continue with another few examples. Shall we? Okay,
Right.
here I go.
Yes, we shall.
I don't know.
In a business forum, business English, it should be something along the line as, I'll check that out and get back to you.
Can we meet tomorrow?
In a business way, could we arrange a meeting for tomorrow?
Sorry, I can't do that.
Business would be, unfortunately, I'm unable to accommodate that request at this time. Now that we understand things a bit better about how the phrases morph, let's discuss about some of the business terminology that we alluded that is quite critical.
Yeah, maybe deadline, or I think that would be relevant in almost any work. Deadline means due date when it should be delivered.
Oh.
And then we have feedback, right? Which is one thing that we're using every time we develop a process or project.
Yeah, that's a very, common word, right? Feedback. I need your feedback.
Mhm.
Yeah, they even use it in Spanish now in some meetings, right?
Stand
Yes.
by.
Yeah, I've heard it,
Yeah.
So we cannot overlook words like stakeholders. And, Javier, probably sometime in the future, you could look up that word stakeholders. I'm curious how that word came up together, like stake and holders, but that's a story for a different episode. So the word stakeholders or
The people like
deliverables
steaks and
or benchmarking.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
What, Javier?
Well, you got to consider that in the United States, there used to be people in the west side, right? And they wanted to
Yeah.
expand to the east side, and the
Mhm.
government said that if you could, like, run on this certain day, I can't recall, if you could run west as far as you can and put a stake on 4 parts, that's your land. That's you for free.
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
and
you
you're the
guys
holder of
That's
that
why
land.
have you noticed that on the American map on the right side, the states are very small, but as you go to the west, the
They're
states are very
larger.
big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're much larger. Okay, for that reason, they really want to expand people to go west. So some people decided to do it one day before. Those are people from Oklahoma. Those people are called the
Oh.
Oklahoma Sooners.
The
You guys
Oklahoma
have-
Sooners.
You ever heard of that?
You
That's
know-
the basketball team.
Full of surprises.
Yeah.
But you know what? What I'm impressed, Javier, of?
Yeah.
They ran fast. They ran pretty fast.
Well, they did.
That
I would
land
figure, like,
extension.
Think of it this way, like George, you got 4 stakes. You could just run as fast as you can, as far as you can, put a stake, and that's yours.
Mhm.
But
The
you gotta
way
put a
I
stake
run
on
right
it.
now, it wouldn't be half a block. So.
Well, that probably bid like
That's
a
all you
small
get.
project house.
Right. Okay.
All right, going back to this, guys, and okay, so let's see, stakeholders, deliverables, benchmarking, and ROI in any average business meeting. So, for example, stakeholders, like as Javier mentioned right now, people with an interest in a project's outcome. Okay. Deliverables, specific outcomes or results from a project.
Mhm.
Benchmarking is comparing performance against industry standards. And ROI, return on investment. You know, how much money you're going to get out of that business, out of how much money you put into that, your investment, and how much you're going to get in return.
Right.
Wow, so many ways you can enhance your English, right, Katsa?
Yes, so many ways. You know what? It would certainly be one of the best tips. This tip would be certainly one of the best. To read and listen to business specific material like articles, podcasts, and financial news. But there's also TV.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned one, right, Kat? So what was that? It was called
The
on
Office.
Netflix.
Uh-huh.
Office.
The Office.
That's one. One that I also would recommend for this is there was a Netflix series called Suits. It's mostly legal, but they also, you know, it's in a context of an office.
It's a big
So
firm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you know, rest assured that you'll hear lots of, you know, words, you know, that are used in business. Okay.
All right.
So yeah. So hey, so it's always good to practice with colleagues or in a simulated work context. You could do this through tools such as language learning apps that are business oriented, or even use programs in language exchange. So there you go.
And
Yeah.
don't forget, George, phrasal verbs and idioms. So I have a few.
Oh,
You want to hear them?
Yes.
Okay.
go ahead. Let's see.
I'm going to say it anyway. So, number one.
Even if you didn't want to.
Number one is bring up, which means to mention or introduce a topic. Call off, to cancel something. Carry out, to perform or complete a task. Come up with, to think of or create an idea or plan. And follow up, to check up on or continue communication after an initial interaction. You got any, George?
You know, I was just thinking about this. This is interesting because for, you know, basic English students, you know, they're at that stage. If they were to learn the word bring, well, they would, you know, see that the meaning, right? But then up, and then you say, whoa, how do you put these two words together and the meaning changes completely drastically, right? So like call and then off. Whoever came up with these, I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah.
How did the phrasal verbs ever, you know, start existing? Like, where did they start? Like, whoever thought of putting these two words instead of saying cancel, because you know, just saying cancel is enough. You know, let's cancel the meeting. Somebody who wanted to make, you know, students' lives a little bit more difficult. No, that's too
there
easy.
you go.
Let's just come up with the word. Well, let's put it together. Call off. But would that be the same as canceling? Yeah. But let's just use it. Call off.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what the
let's
hard part
call
about
off
English?
the meeting. Let's cancel the meeting. All right. It'd be an
Yes.
interesting,
Why did they even
interesting
come up with
research,
this?
right?
You know what the
Call
hard part
off,
about
come
phrasal
off.
verbs is that, for example, in English, a house can burn up and burn down.
Yep.
Oh,
totally.
that's right. Yeah, and yeah, for sure. They really need that to be so
What?
specific.
I heard
Maybe.
I heard people saying slow down, but I heard people say slow up. Actually heard it. Yeah, so
Wow.
people play with
Really?
it. People play with it.
Slow
I
up?
haven't heard that.
Like
No.
I
instead
heard
of
the one
hurry up,
sit down and sit up.
yeah. But you can sit back.
Yeah. Sick bad.
Yeah,
but
that's
you know what? It's like people can also burn up, but can also
Burn
burn out.
You can burn out.
Wow, you're right. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, the burnout syndrome.
Yeah.
Burnout syndrome.
Why?
Hmm.
Why English? Why?
Why?
Are there phrasal verbs?
This is more like
Okay, first
how badly do you
first
wanna
we
learn?
give our audience guys this history of English and why it's so difficult, for the spelling and writing, the origins and then the pronunciations and the phonics,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
and now this,
No.
phrasal verbs.
But it is what it
We
is.
know Javier and Katza, and we haven't even got to the idioms part, but this is just the phrasal verbs. And
Yeah.
then when we talk about idioms, you gotta get ready there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some idiom thought of this. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now let me. I have some here, Javier. You asked me. Yeah, I
Phrasal
got
verbs?
one. It's called phrasal verbs. Get
Okay.
ahead. Get ahead. You say get ahead to make progress or succeed in your career. Javier, all I want for you is to get ahead. All right. And
I would like to
look
get ahead.
into
Yeah.
To get ahead is to go by ahead.
I would like to get ahead.
all
Not
right.
that kind of head.
That's rated R for our audience, dear.
what
So
did-
let's
you
go into the
what?
next one.
What did
Look
you say?
into.
I mean, maybe you should
So look
say it.
into.
Okay, guys, you should say it and maybe define it. There you go.
Yeah. Get ahead.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Get ahead, to be successful. Get ahead in life. Get ahead in life. Okay. Look
Yeah.
into, to investigate or examine something. Okay. I need to look into this. We need to find out what happened. The next one, put off, to delay or postpone something. We're gonna have to put off this class for next week. And all of a sudden, yay! Okay. And run by, run and by, but put it together. It says run by is to get someone's opinion or approval on something. For example, Katza, I usually consult things with Katza, and then Katza, I need to run something by you. Can we talk tomorrow? Yeah, George, let's talk about it. And then she helps with many things. So that's run by, to, have somebody look at it and give you, their opinion. Okay. And set up to arrange or establish something such as a meeting or in a company, or set up, you can even set up a table, right? But this talk is business. Let's set up the meeting for 3:00 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So those are some out of hundreds of them. Katza,
Oh, yeah.
take over.
Yeah, but previously you were mentioning idioms, but there's tons
You have
of
them, Katza.
idioms.
You got the idioms here. Oh.
Yes, I have some idioms. So let's get down to business. There's idiom number 1, to keep someone in the loop. Keep me in the loop. So that means being informed and updated about a situation or a project.
Mm.
Another idiom comes like the bottom line, which is the most essential aspect of something. Bottom line is the numbers are red. Okay. On the same
No.
page. Oh no. On the same page, it's when you have a shared understanding or agreement with your coworkers. Touch base, which is to briefly check in or communicate with someone. And think outside the box, just to think creatively and unconventionally. That's it. That's to name a few, just a few. There's so many to learn. Very
I
well.
think these are. Oh yeah, go ahead, Katza.
Yeah, no. You go.
No, I was gonna say, if you think about these guys, they're funny, right? Because think outside the box. So it means that if you're thinking in the box, it's like you're
Yes, it's like,
restricted, right?
do
You're
I need to
restricted.
get into a box to think and then think
You're
outside.
limited, huh?
So why is there a think tank then? Oh.
Maybe
Yeah.
the thing is it's square like a box.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
square as a box. Isn't that restrictive too? So anyway.
Yeah.
I always thought
Right.
tanks were like circular, not square.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are tanks that are square, aren't they?
I always
There
thought
Now you got me
more like
thinking.
tank-
I don't
tanks
know. Is a tank circular or
My gas
spherical
tank
or
is. I don't know.
square
My
or
water
what?
My water tank is circular. I don't know. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
mine too.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. That's
how about a
weird.
gas tank?
My gas tank is
also-
circular.
It's
In
a
a
cylinder,
car.
actually.
Is it?
Yes.
I never... Let me go check my car now. All right. Katza.
Oh, but you said you mean your gas tank in your car?
Yeah.
Oh, that one I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know anything about cars.
Yeah. I gotta go check
Okay.
that.
Okay, let's wrap it up, guys. We have to go. But
Yep. It's time to go,
Before
guys.
that-
Sorry.
Yeah, but before we
Before
go,
yeah.
our fun fact of the day.
Oh,
Today I don't have a fun
here,
fact,
go
guys.
for it.
I don't have a fun fact today, but I got a joke. Yeah, pick up
Okay.
your- Now, before I start these jokes, I have to explain something. When you're in a concert and the band members are introducing themselves, usually the lead singer is introducing the rest of the guys. They'll do a little bit of a solo improvisation. You guys ever seen that?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
got John on. You got John
Yeah,
on
like,
drums. You go.
They're just jamming.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Billy. They'll just jam, right?
Uh-huh.
That actually comes from jazz. It's called a jazz chord, and it's a little bit of an improv, feeling kind of thing. And it's very hard to do. You really got to put your feeling into it, and whatever it comes. So it's a jazz chord. A chord is spelled C-H-O-R-D. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so believe it or not, Stevie Wonder once did a concert in China. Did you guys know that?
No.
I
Yeah, a long
I
time
don't
ago,
doubt
he
it,
did-
but
He did
didn't
a
know about
concert in
it.
China. It was like, communist China finally opened up their
Yeah.
borders and decided to let Stevie Wonder do a concert now. Stevie didn't know he has such a huge fan base in China, all right? So he
Okay.
said, hey, is there a song you would like me to play? And somebody from the back says, do a jazz chord. Do a jazz chord. You go, oh, wow, you guys know about my background in jazz? And so Stevie gets on the piano, starts improvising the hell out of the piano. Blah, blah, blah. He does a great job, and the crowd goes wild. Yeah. But the guy in the back goes, do a jazz chord. And Stevie's like, what did I just do, man? Okay, fine, I'll do it again. He goes, that improvises, it's just wonderful, just great feeling because, Stevie's just such a great musician. The guy insists, he's like, hey, do a jazz chord. He goes, okay, smart Alec, you get up here, okay, if you can do better than me. So he gives him the microphone, and the Chinese guy goes, I just chord. I love you.
my God.
Pronunciation is key.
I just chord. I love you. I love you.
All right. Thank you so much, Javier.
That's a
Thank
good one,
you.
man. That's a good one.
Okay. Say goodbye, guys.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
Would you like to close us on this
Yes.
podcast? Got that.
All right. Okay, this is it for today. Thank you for tuning in. And remember to subscribe and share. Want to get in touch? Check out our YouTube channel where you can comment on our videos or find us on social media. You can find us everywhere except for X and Threads as at USPK English, the one with the yellow logo. For more information, please visit our website. And remember,
Perfect practice.
Makes perfect.
all right, until next time.
See you then.
Bye-bye.